Sevens is a fast-paced, high-scoring game with less focus on the traditional set pieces of play you sometimes see in 15s. And penalties are a great example of this. In 15s you try and build a score and kick for goal. In sevens it's much more different. And this series already has seen an average of 9 penalties per game, going up from last year, and an incredible 74% of the men's penalties are tapped and 88% of the women's penalties are tapped. So what I thought we'd do in this expert view is look at set taps and how they can impact on the game of sevens. So the first example we'll see is a sideline penalty, meaning the penalty has been given inside the 15-metre line. The sole premise of this is to try and get your playmakers to find a gap in the opposing defence by using a multitude of different players running different angles, trying to look for that one chance to break a line. One team to utilise this tactic really well are South Africa, shock horror. They have a plan and they execute it perfectly. You can see the distances, take note of that, and as soon as Zane Davies taps it, he and Chris Dry both drop back to the right hand side, meaning Speckman has got a gap of 30 metres, double the amount of space he saw last time, and you do not need to give this guy much more of an excuse to get going in the backfield. This clip of Australia women means they're in perfect position to create opportunity for 3 players in motion. There's 3 gaps identified, 3 options of runner, and the perfect execution. A lovely dummy line by Polite creates the gap for Ashby to fly through and Parry's there in support. Great play to get in behind. So the second option is if the penalty is in the midfield, in between the two 15-metre lines. And for this, it's much more of a tactic about getting fast players against the slower ones. The attack formation for a midfield penalty would be a flying V, with the playmaker identifying chance to split the field left or right. Normally meaning they try and take on the person in front and get on the outside, and if there is no one in the backfield, then a simple kick will be good enough to score. South Africa once again executing a great plan, and Gedult sees in front of him is Phil Burgess. As soon as he taps it, he knows he's got the acceleration to get on the outside of Burgess, and that effect means that both Charlton Kerr and Will Muir are looking in rather than out, leaving Russhausen chance to fly in the corner. All Fiji want are a one-on-one from this, and Jerry Tuai takes the ball initially. The French try and shut down the space, but Moth and Athangi working in their threes make it so difficult to stop them, and off he goes striding in for a score from that set tap penalty. So we've seen different options of how teams can use the penalties, and with more penalties than ever in the game of sevens, teams are going to try and find a way of special play.